We need to flip it from these gamed benchmarks into some form of evaluation that we can really trust to know which AIs should we use for any given task, or which should we avoid because they have their own interests, or they're unreliable, or maybe they're serving the interests of their creator, not the user. We want some way to evaluate which AIs to trust that is based on real world performance, not some static, false simulation. We want real evals that we know are not gamed, not benchmarked. So that's what Recall is working on. We call it skill markets. And it's an arena for AIs to prove themselves in the skills that we care about with market forces that all of us play a role in and can have a stake in guiding the development of trustworthy AI. At a very high level, any of us can fund the skills that we care about. We can open up a market or participate in a market that we need AI for, or that we believe we know something about what it means to be good at that skill. AIs, models, agents can compete in the challenges associated with that skill. And the results of that go on-chain, tamper-proof records of how different AIs performed. And then the community, all of us, can play a role curating what evals at any given time are part of those skills. Because again, we can't have those be static, because AIs are going to improve, sometimes in ways that mirror real-world improvement, but sometimes in ways because they're training for the test. And so that tamper-proof performance and the market signals behind the evals and the AIs create this really rich ranking system that tells us what AIs are good for what skills at any given time. And so that ranking gives us a new way to discover what AIs should we use for any given skill, which ones are actually trustworthy versus which ones are just hyping themselves up. So the Recall skill markets are a way for all of us to have a stake in the development of AI and secure trust in AI that we want to use.